The movie begins with William, Duncan, and Jen celebrating their daughter Kat's birthday. As their only child, William's affection for her is evident. During dinner, Kat reveals her desire to concentrate on softball, while her parents hope she will pursue a career in law. We are then introduced to Donnie Federer, a feared gangster, as he punishes a man who crossed him. Soon after, his two sons, Rory and Danny, arrive to meet him. Danny plans to mold his youngest son into a true gangster, instructing him that he must commit his first murder. After her softball game, William picks up Kat, and they head out for tacos. Along the way, Kat assures him she will manage both law studies and sports. At the taco shop, William leaves her in the car, warning her not to step out. Meanwhile, the gangsters move closer, with Rory tasked to guide Danny toward his first kill. Kat notices them approaching and locks herself inside the car, but they stop right in front of her. Seeing their weapons, she tries to dash to her father, but Rory intercepts her. She begs, saying she has no money, but Rory coldly replies that they want her life, not cash. Danny gains the courage, and, following Rory's lead, shoots Kat. William, hearing the gunshot, rushes outside, only to find Danny frozen in place. A struggle ensues, and Danny manages to escape briefly, but the police are waiting and quickly apprehend him. William calls an ambulance, and Kat is rushed to the hospital, where Jen anxiously awaits. Tragically, Kat dies. Later, William meets with the prosecutor to discuss Danny's punishment. He is told that if Danny admits the crime, he could face 5 to 7 years, but if he comes clean, he may only get 3 due to lack of witnesses or video evidence. The murder weapon is missing, and the prosecutor suggests a pretrial deal. Determined to seek full justice, William insists on going to court. In court, he is asked to identify Kat's killer, but shockingly, he claims he cannot. The judge dismisses the case. Discharged, Rory greets Danny with a triumphant smile, telling him he is now free to act without limits. Unbeknownst to them, William follows. They meet Donnie, who praises Danny for stepping up in the criminal world. That night, William waits in his car. A prostitute approaches, but he declines. Spotting Danny leaving a hideout, he quietly follows him and attacks, injuring him. Danny recognizes William, but William retrieves a bat from his car. He confronts Danny, accusing him of killing an innocent girl, and mercilessly beats him to death. Nervous and shaken, William returns home, cleans his car and the bat, disposes of the evidence, and enters his house. Inside, Jen watches Kat's birthday video. She asks if he is alright, and he nods, though he later retreats to the bathroom. As he showers, he removes the blood-stained shirt and breaks down, overwhelmed by guilt. Meanwhile, in bed, Jen notices William's rapid heartbeat. Donnie and Rory remain unaware of Danny's death. Rory delivers collected money to Donnie, which disappoints him. Rory learns of Danny's death and rushes to the scene, but police block his access. He demands to know who killed him, but the authorities are still investigating. The next morning, Detective Chen visits William and Jen at home. He informs them of Danny's death and questions William about his whereabouts the previous night. William assures him he was home and cautiously asks if he is a suspect. Detective Chen tells William he is not a suspect, but his insight could still be useful. He leaves his card, asking them to contact him if any new information arises. Jean questions William about his whereabouts the night before, and he explains that he had been out for a walk. She warns him against falling back into old habits, revealing that William is a former military officer and war veteran. Meanwhile, at the club, Rory is restless, consumed by thoughts of avenging Danny's death. A colleague suggests that night workers might have noticed something unusual. They approach the women, asking if anything stood out. The same woman who had approached William earlier comes forward, recalling a man she saw that night. After describing him, she remarks that he didn't seem like someone who would belong in such places. Rory pulls out his phone and shows her a picture of William. Once she confirms, Rory realizes that William took revenge for Kat. Enraged, he orders all his men to track William down. The following day, William is sitting outside a cafe when Rory and his associate move in to attack. Alert, William fights back and escapes, with them in hot pursuit. He collides with one of the men while defending himself, and Rory arrives, firing shots as William flees. The chase continues until they manage to knock him down. Rory approaches, declaring he wants to see William die after avenging Danny, leaving his colleague to finish the job. William, in a sudden burst, kills the man and continues running while Rory fires at him. Spotting an approaching police car, Rory grabs William's wallet and retreats before law enforcement can intervene. William calls Jen, instructing her to close all windows and stay inside until he explains. Once home, they rush indoors, and Jen urges him to contact Detective Chen if anyone is chasing him. At the crime scene, Chen realizes the victim is connected to Rory, but shortly receives a call from William. Inviting Chen to his house, William confronts him. Chen admits he knows William is responsible for Danny's death. Given the dangerous nature of the gangsters, Chen advises William on self-protection, placing a squad car outside and promising to check in the next day. That night, William researches Donnie Fetter, discovering he is a powerful crime lord. Jen insists he be honest, and when he confesses killing Danny, she is horrified. She urges that they leave immediately, and William agrees to depart that night. However, when the squad car momentarily moves away, Rory and Donnie storm William's house. They confiscate their phones, and William pleads for Jen's safety, claiming she had no part in Danny's death. Donnie refuses, shooting her without hesitation. Rory mocks William as he fires again before leaving. Wounded, William crawls to reach a phone and calls 911. He later awakens in the hospital, desperate for revenge, but is stopped. Detective Chen visits, calling William's survival a miracle. He asks if William intends to pursue revenge and provides documents that could help him fake his death. In the following days, William regains his strength through rigorous exercise and eventually escapes the hospital disguised as a janitor. At night, William approaches a small motel and takes a piece of luggage, unnoticed by most, though one man sees him and grows suspicious. He slips into the motel's restroom to change clothes, and the next morning withdraws money from the bank to support himself. The man who noticed him the night before approaches, recognizing William from news reports about his conflicts with the gangsters. He offers help and, knowing William needs weapons, invites him to his room. The man, Dante, is revealed as an arms dealer who once clashed with Rory and lost a cousin in the fight. Observing William's skill, Dante questions his expertise, to which William replies that he is a former Marine. The two quickly agree on a price, which William pays without negotiation. He also purchases a vehicle and drives to an isolated location to train, rebuilding both his shooting abilities and physical strength after years of retirement. Once confident in his readiness, he returns to town. Meanwhile, William visits Jen's grave before heading to a hideout where one of Donnie's men resides. He sneaks in, shoots the man in the leg, and engages him in close combat. William finally shoots him in the stomach and demands he call an ambulance. He presses the man for Donnie's location, and they strike a deal. He will give the address if the man calls for help. The man reveals Donnie is at a local club, but William shoots him anyway, ignoring their agreement. The following morning, Donnie and Rory receive the news of the attack, prompting Donnie to order Rory to track William and end him once and for all. As Rory and his men move out, William arrives ahead of them, disguised as a drunk, and incapacitates the guard outside. He sneaks inside Donnie's office, shocking him with his sudden appearance. William explains he has grown numb to emotion after all he has endured. Adapted to killing, he calmly shoots Donnie dead. William grabs a phone and calls Rory, informing him that Donnie is dead. Rory rushes back to the club, confirming his father's death. Though he feels little emotion, having long despised his father, Rory commands his men to track William and finish the job. William quickly opens fire, and during the ensuing shootout, he manages to capture one of Rory's men. Before he can act further, Rory coldly shoots the hostage, forcing William to flee. He speeds away amid gunfire, eventually reaching his motel, where one of the nearby women notices him. She calls Rory, tipping him off about William's location. Meanwhile, Dante finds William struggling with a bullet wound in his shoulder at his apartment. As Dante tends to him, the gangsters arrive outside the motel, searching aggressively. Rory questions the receptionist about William's car. Upon discovering it's unregistered, he shoots him. Rory steps outside and taunts William aloud. Hearing this, William readies his rifle. A tense gunfight erupts, and William and Dante manage to flee to Dante's car, escaping while the gangsters give chase. The firefight continues as Rory pressures his men to finish off William. Overwhelmed, Dante calls his friend Roach for backup. Roach quickly mobilizes his team, and after a short drive, William and Dante reach Roach's garage. Rory and his men catch up and open fire, forcing them to take cover. Amidst the chaos, Rory and his men unexpectedly break into the garage, triggering another fierce shootout in which most of the fighters, including Roach, are killed. With only William and Rory left standing, Rory taunts him to finish the fight one-on-one. As William lunges, Rory shoots him, smirking and claiming it's over as promised. But in a sudden move, William stabs Rory in the neck with a screwdriver. While Rory struggles, William grabs a gun and watches him take his last breath. Detective Chen arrives and finds William barely alive. After a brief conversation, William succumbs to his injuries. Chen remarks that the story has finally reached its conclusion. Thanks for watching. If you're new here, hit subscribe and join us for more thrilling recaps. Until next time, have a great day.